without further ado, let's get into the fun stuff that happened. This was last week. I believe it was last Friday. Gayle King from CBS this morning had an exclusive interview with Elon where they actually filmed inside of the factory. And I have a few clips to share with you from that, and then we'll kind of talk through each one of those clips at the end. They posted a 7-minute video there, and then they have several other little highlights as well. So I'm just going to go through kind of my, I think I have 4 clips here that are the most interesting and kind of put them in context for you, and then we'll move on. So here goes the first one. This is Elon talking about production hell.
You said to your team, everybody get ready to meet the demand. We're going to be in production hell.
Yes.
But you didn't expect this kind of production hell, or did you?
No, it's worse than I thought.
Why is that? Why is it harder? What happened?
We got complacent about some of the things that we felt were our core technology. We put too much new technology into the Model 3 all at once.
So to me, the interesting thing about that is that he said they put too much technology in the Model 3 all at once. And I'm surprised by that. That's the same thing, that's the same thing they said about the Model X, where it makes a whole lot of sense, because the Model X is, if you've ever been in one, like this whole other level of technology and advancement. It's like not even it's a completely different level than the Model S. The Model S is a completely different level than the Model 3. So for him to say that, to me, was pretty surprising when I heard that. I am interested in that maybe they put too much tech into the assembly line and how they were actually trying to make them. And then, Elon actually continued on here with the next clip where he talks about production hell and kind of how that works. So here you go. Here's the second clip where he's talking about the manufacturing process a little bit. And I was surprised when I heard this, as was Gayle, as you'll see.
Elon, part of the thing I heard about the Model 3 is that there's too many robots, that maybe...
Yeah, I agree.
You think so too? That maybe you need more people in here working?
We do.
In some cases, the robots actually slow the production, right?
Yes, they did. We had this crazy complex network of conveyor belts, and it was not working. So we got rid of that whole thing.
This is cool, Elon.
Yeah.
So that was real surprising to me. And following on from that, there was this tweet where Elon even said that, where he said, there was somebody quoted him from the article, said, Elon Musk agrees that Tesla is relying on too many robots to make Model 3 and needs more workers. And Elon, shout out to him, kudos to him, owns it and says, yeah, excessive automation at Tesla was a mistake. To be precise, my mistake. Humans are underrated. This made me jump for joy, because a lot of what I've seen from Elon and Tesla at times is a very defensive stance on a lot of these things. And for him to own up to this, calling it his mistake, and one that I think where you're essentially saying that, technology isn't here and ready to do the job of a human 100% yet, that humans are underrated. It really speaks to, the opposite of that hubris we saw with the delete Facebook thing, over to, a form of humility. And I was really excited when I saw that, because it just shows that, he's human and he gets it. And as somebody that's managed teams for many years and believes in the value of a human over a machine, this was exciting to me. So I applaud Elon for really owning that. And coming to terms with that, and hopefully that will lead to actual better production, because I know that as a customer, that's probably what we're all waiting for here. Okay, now the next one is an interesting one, where Elon actually gave us a glimpse into his life at Tesla and kind of what's going on there, because as you know, he's sleeping at the factory. So here's a look inside of where Elon is actually sleeping. Let's take a look at that.
He says he has resorted to pulling all-nighters at the plant.
When things get really intense, I don't have time to go home and shower and change, so I just sleep here.
I want to see. Where is that?
Yeah, so
I want to see.
Room. It's pretty boring overall, really.
It's actually cold in here, too.
Yeah, I like it cold.
So you like it cold?
I sleep on the couch over there.
So you're just laying here on the couch?
Yeah. Last time I was here, I actually slept literally on the floor because the couch was too narrow.
Yeah, I was going to say. And Elon, I have to say, it's not even a comfortable couch either.
No, it's terrible. This is not a good couch.
What does the number say for the last 7 days? What is the number?
$2,071.
You pleased with that
Yeah.
for the time being?
Yeah.
Okay, so he wasn't joking, which is shocking. And what is up with this couch? So I thought it would be fun. We can actually help Elon here because it appears that he might need some help with this. And so I created a GoFundMe account to buy Elon a couch. The goal's $1,000. I looked on Wayfair.com where I do, we buy our home stuff here, and I thought, $1,000 you could get a pretty decent couch and probably ship it out to Fremont. So there you go. I'll put a link to this in the description. And the idea would be to share this with Elon, and if he isn't interested or doesn't reply, then we can take that money and donate it to a charity for EVs or something else. Let me know what you think. I'll put a link to this GoFundMe in the description there after this video, after the live stream's done, so you can donate. But hopefully, by helping Elon in this way, we can also help ourselves as Tesla enthusiasts and fans by giving him a better rest, which then in turn leads to better production. Who knows? Anyways, I thought this would be kind of a fun little thing to do. And if it doesn't go anywhere, then hey, at least we can give whatever money is raised to some sort of charity to help EV adoption here in the United States. So the last clip I have for you is coming about the production of the Model 3 itself. And we have some numbers to look at, which I'm very excited about, as you could imagine. And so what I'll do is I'll play this clip and then we'll actually do some math. So here you go, Elon talking about the production of the Model 3.
But since then, we've continued to do 2,000 cars a week.
Do you think that this is sustainable? This pace is sustainable?
Yeah. So we'll probably have, I don't know, a 3- or 4-fold increase in Model 3 output in the second quarter.
But Musk critics have heard predictions like those before, a future the automaker has yet to reach.
So I was interested in this because he's talking about a 3 to 4x increase for Q2, which is a huge increase. That is like an insane amount. So I went over and took a look here at the Bloomberg tracker, and they actually just ratcheted this down. They updated it today, and they're at 2866 right now per week is what they're saying, what they're estimating Tesla is making. And you can see that it was over 3,000 for a brief moment, I think when I checked this morning before they finally updated. So if we plug all these numbers into our model, which I have here, and if you don't recall this, I built this last week. You can go check out that video and see more about it, see how it works. But you can essentially plug in some different numbers and it'll calculate exactly what it looks like based on that S-curve. So we're using the log growth curve as our model here, and this is what we've been told by Elon that this is how it works. And we just punch in these numbers. So if we punch in 416 after the page refreshes, of course, 416 for time 2. So time 1 is set. This is January 7th at 1,000. So this is what they reported. Now we're at 416 and we have them at 2,500 here, but let's go down because what Tesla's actually said was 2,071, and I believe that was as of 410. So let's change that to 410 and let's ratchet this down to let me see if I can just drag it. There we go. This interface isn't the best. I might update that later today. Okay, so if we go to 2071 on 410, which is, I believe, when they were filming this, you can see what it looks like here. So at that trajectory, if the peak, meaning the top of this, is 10,000 per week that they're able to make, then they'll be making around 200,000 Model 3s in 2018. Now, they would hit 5,000 in September using this model, though. So that's not exactly what I think that they're hoping to. And the reason, the way this model works is you take that 1,000 mark here, and then you go to the at January 7th, and then you go out to 410, and you see the increase there. So that gives it kind of that steepness, and you know where the peak is. And so the basic math here is using all those variables to apply this log growth curve. Now, some people, are going to disagree with this. They're going to think kind of different things about it. But just the basic math of how this adds up if this were to stand, it would be, September before they would actually hit that. So, of course, nothing ever plays out exactly like this. So we'll monitor this over time, and try to see how it goes. So I'm curious what you guys think about that. All the different clips there, the different stuff that Elon said. I think it was really revealing about how things are going and the efforts that they're making, and kind of what we can hope to see from them for the rest of this year. So leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about that.